Let it be known that through my countless failures, through the never-ending loops of insanity, let it be known that I beat
악인들을
you.
해치우세나.
침묵했어. 이렇게 생각하는 게 어때?
Countless attempts, hours of farming those stupid gold tickets, thinking up a team, testing identities, doing whatever we needed to do until we finally beat this stupid budding flower. Agony. This fight was an abomination. I don't know who thought that this fight was okay to send to the public, but whoever you are, my own sanity is at -45. I'm having a breakdown right as we speak. But even through whoever's insane mind decided to, yep, ship them as is, this is good enough, whoever it was, I still beat you. Well, now that I've had my moment, and trust you me, I feel so much better. Now that we're finally past that goddamn fight. But you know what's gonna suck? I know it's gonna get worse. I guarantee you that's not the end. That's not the hardest thing that we're gonna come across. I would be hard-pressed to believe that. Anyway, why don't we look at it this way?
엔사에 새로운 구인회가 만들어졌다는 거 알고 있어?
Did you know that a new League of Nine has been formed in N-Corp?
거기서 네가 하려 했던 거랑 비슷하게 예전 기술인의 사람들을 모으고 있나 봐.
They seem to be recruiting the old members and their technologies, similar to what you tried to do.
오히려 그때를 지우려 하고 있는 것 같기도 하고.
No, it looks like they're trying to erase that past, rather.
그래서 이건 순전히 내 생각일 뿐인데 우리는 어차피 구보 그 친구에게 차례차례 죽어서 박제당할 목숨이야.
This is purely conjecture, but we're all doomed to die at the hands of our dear fellow Gubo and be taxidermied, one after another.
내가 지금 그 순간을 앞당겼을 뿐이지.
All I did was bring that predetermined death a bit earlier.
그리고 진한 우정으로 모든 걸 덮기에는 너무 선을 넘었어, 동백.
Besides, you've gone too far for our past friendship to forgive, Dongbek.
아, 내일 회식 정말 기대하고 있었는데.
I was looking forward to the staff dinner tomorrow. I really was.
자, 그만 흐드러지자, 동백.
Come on, then. It's time you ceased the bloom, Dongbei. With the golden bow in hand, Dongring stabs Dongbei without hesitation. Good. Kill her. Gut her. Rip her head off. Rip her arms off. Make her dust. And then we'll do it to you.
왜?
But why? Because she was a horrendous boss fight, of course. Oh, even you can see that, Yisang.
많은 이유를 설명할 수 있지만 그래, 이건 내 마지막 온정이야.
I could state many reasons, but right, let's say this is my parting act of compassion.
내가 되면 시들 수밖에 없다는 걸 알고 있었지만
I knew I'd have to wilt when the time came, but dude, I gotta be honest, I'm still like so angry at this fight. Honestly, I could care less what they're saying. A part of me wants to just skip and be done with it. I could care less what they have to say, because this freaking fight has made me so irrationally angry that I'm like, I kind of just don't care. Let's just move on to chapter 5, huh? Which isn't out yet at the time of recording this. But regardless, let's just move on, because this chapter was such a terrible design choice. I hate everything about this chapter. They decided
The game's not hard enough. We gotta pedal the tier 4 characters, and we gotta be level 35. And you wanna set up the entire team, so technically, if you wanna summon as much as you can.
you know what I mean? I'm still just so irrationally angry. I want to say, I don't know how many attempts this boss fight took me. It wasn't more than 50, but I lost count after 10. So, it's somewhere in there. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
나는 언제나
I always
곧 피어날 향기를 머금은 봉우리이고 싶었어.
wish to be a bud soon to bloom bearing the scent within.
이상, 네가 날아가고 싶은 꿈을 꾼 것처럼.
Fine, I'll put my salt aside because it's such a touching moment. I'm so touched at the boss that took me literal months of on and off playing, because this game demands that you spend every waking moment playing it in order to get anything done. So if you are like me and a very casual player, you're gonna be stuck on things for months, because why would I play this game every waking day and every waking minute? Like you, Hee-sung, how you dreamed of flying.
나도 그저 너희들과 함께 알싸안꽃 향기에 흔적도 없이 파묻히고 싶었던 것뿐이야.
새로운 서류가 추가되었습니다.
고마워 이상. 내게 그런 순간을 보여줘서 내 전부를 걸고 갚고 싶을 정도야.
이상, 나랑 나중에 따로 연구실 차릴 생각은 없어? 하루하루가 재밌을 것 같다는 생각이 들거든.
대단하구나, 이상. 너는 나랑 달리 똑바른 참모습을 비추려고 하였구나. 겹쳐지지도 않고 흐릿하지도 흔들리지도 않네.
이상, 자네는 너무 물러. 대체 그걸 왜 놀이거리로만 두는 건가?
가만히, 그냥 가만히 숨만 쉬는 거야. 지금은 그렇게 살아야 해. 너는 나 알지 못해.
구인회는 산산조각 났어. 우린 이곳을 떠나야 돼. 이상, 자네는 나와 함께 가는 거야. 원한다면 눈은 감아도 돼. 자네는 너무나 모르니까 한치 앞은 내가 대신 봐주지.
무슨 생각을 하고 있어? 아무것도. 그리고 묘혈의 향기가 만개하였어.
그래, 이것이 건만예크.
Oh, I'm not doing another fight. You are out of your mind. Okay, so here's the team. This is the team that I brought, and I tried to stay in compliance with the self-made rules. So, 7 Association Yisong seemed like an obvious one. Lobotomy Corp Remnant Faust. It is just a very, very good 2-star identity. She, director, just one of the better 2-star, whatever her name is, identities. 7, we got another 7. I couldn't decide on Tough Guy. K-Corp Excision Staff, because we have a lot of Rupture synergy. I brought N-Corp Kleinhammer because that coin power down if she hits heads, absolutely broken. We would not have even won if it wasn't for that. But normally I have She Association just because the passive is really good. LCCB for these two, very, very powerful. Honestly, these 3 identities are probably the best 2-stars in the game, in my opinion. Because this one, debuff central. Good luck. This one, oh, you're someone who has a lot of guard? Not anymore. And then this one, super, super reliable. So, glowing recommendations. For Sinclair, I couldn't really decide. There's a lot that you could do. Technically, you could just leave the base one. You could go for Las Marias, Jeffy! And technically, you can also go the one that you'll grab. I went for Zwei because a little bit of protection never hurt anybody. And then Double G Corp because they just have really nice passives. And then, of course, we're only allowed to use one of our 3 stars at any one time. Both have Rupture synergy, so it just seems like a relatively good layout. Our spread is pretty even, although it very much goes for Gluttony and Sloth. A fair bit of Gloom, too, so... Either way, pretty happy with it. None of them are up tie 4, because I don't have that kind of resource at my disposal. Plus, I've been mainly spending it on charge, so, you know, there's that, too. But yeah, we finally got through this freaking fight, and I gotta tell you, I'm happy we did it. I need a nice, long break from this game. I gotta be honest, there have been 2 Rage videos I've made previous to this one releasing, neither of which saw the light of day, because at the end of the day, I just thought I was too angry, and it wasn't like the fun, "Ooh, Shadow's mad," It was more just me spewing hate, and I just didn't really think that was a good idea, because I would say stuff in the moment, and then I would regret it later, and I'm like, well, I obviously don't actually think that, but regardless. Yeah, this chapter's horrible. It has a lovely story, but I gotta be honest, these fights are driving me freaking insane, and I just flat don't want to play the game anymore right now. That'll change later, but in the current moment, as it stands right now, I just don't want to play. Like, I am so beyond sick of trying this fight over and over and over and over and over, and I have been farming like a freaking, I don't know, farmer or something, a lumberjack, I don't know, freaking, but I have just been grinding like crazy to get these stupid things, the identity tickets, because you only get 4, and just to put it in perspective, doing it once will give me 1 level. Wow, amazing. And then, let's see, I will need 4 more and my identity tickets. And then it's for every single character, and it's just like, it just takes, like, once they're max level, you don't have to worry about it ever again. And technically, you don't have to level every single character you own up to 35. But when you're setting up a brand new team, you gotta level everybody up. So, yeah. But, I've gone on the same rant like 3 or 4 times, and I'm never quite happy with how it turns out. So I'm just gonna give the Clip Notes version and sum up how I feel. This chapter needs serious help. It needs serious help. And then I think the grind needs to be more lenient. This game does not care if you have any kind of time management. It demands that you play it every single day. Get all those dailies. Grind out all those tokens. Be sure you do the mirror dungeon. That way you have a chance to get the new cool stuff. But most importantly, be sure you up tie 4 level 35 all of your identities and all of your characters. This game has no respect for your own personal time. I'm just gonna say it. That is my summed up opinion. And I'm probably angrier than I should be, because I was worried about things akin to this when the game was first announced. I voiced my opinions. I said, hey, I don't want it to turn out this way, but, you know, I've seen gacha games in the past, and I've seen what happens to some companies that go into gacha games in the past. Blizzard. But, basically, long and short, I was worried that this game was just going to be a big black stain. And honestly, it's slowly turning into that. If nothing else, it's a big black stain on P-Moon for me. And I've really tackled myself, whether it's just a skill issue on my part, or if it really is just horribly balanced, because confirmation bias, I think I'm using that correctly. I see it's hard, and I'm not able to do it, so therefore, it must be hard, and it must be impossible, right? And that's just something that we're gonna do. So I'm trying to look beyond that, because we did actually beat that fight, and we did it with only 2 stars. I didn't bring either of my 3 stars to this. So, I don't know, but yeah, I'm happy we beat it, but I'm in a very bad headspace with this game right now. It had already been on my nerves to the point of breaking my rule of only using completely free-to-play stuff, and now it's to the case where I just don't even want to play it very much. So, I don't know. We'll pick it up at some point, but I just kind of wanted to make this video to show that, yes, we have beaten that fight. We're no longer stuck on it. But at the same time, there's probably going to be something worse waiting around the corner. And so I'm just like, for my own sake, I need to set this game down for a little while. So we'll come back, I don't know, in the future. Maybe when Chapter 5 comes out, we'll just push through, and then, you know, maybe I'll have a totally refreshed opinion on it. But I don't want to be purely negative, though. Like, to say this game isn't fun, it doesn't have good music, it doesn't have good story, would be a complete lie. It can be very fun, even though some of the modes are literally just turn your brain off and hit the win rate button. Because let's be honest, you know it as well as I do. You probably go through the XP and the thread thing only hitting win rate and then tabbing out and doing something else, then tabbing back in and going, oh, the turn's over? Win rate, battle, alright, back to the other thing I was doing. But the music is absolutely amazing. P-Moon has always had very good music. The story, while a little all over the place, is still good. I don't actually think it's as concrete as Ruina was. I definitely think it's a step down from Ruina, but I think in some ways it's better than LobCorp's. So I don't know, if I were to have a tier list of the 3 games, it'd be Ruina, Limbus, LobCorp in terms of story. Just, you know, well, no, I don't know, that's it. I think that'll change depending on the day, how I'm feeling, because LobCorp really did have a fairly concrete story where you could pick up most of the details on your first go, whereas this one, you're kind of lucky if you're understanding everything that's going on. I don't know. But, yeah. Music's great. Obviously, the art style is just fantastic. Gameplay, even though it is just kind of shut your brain off and press win rate, it's still fun. But, oh god, it is just, this game is taking a toll on my brain. So I'm going to sit down for a little bit. We will come back with a new and refreshed set of eyes. And then, yeah. So, I believe that is going to do it. For Limbus Company for this episode, we will come back. We'll get it all said and done. Because I would like to see it through to the end. But man, Chapter 4 has seriously taken it out of me. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I know I didn't. But, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.